this again. I love you.
Soon, and we'll see summer.
I passed out at the Summer Walker concert. Yeah, I knew it was gonna do that.
Okay, focusing.
Okay, focusing. Y'all lucky I'm in a good mood today. Whoa, I'm this white for real?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say. Oh, that's better. Hi guys! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Well, I have some explaining to do, but anyway, we're not gonna talk about that right now. We are parked at the parking garage that is right outside of the what is this called? Coca-Cola Roxy, the Roxy Stadium. I don't know if it's a stadium. Is it a theater?
No, theater.
I don't know, but we're right next to the Brave Stadium. That too. Okay, whatever. I don't know. If you're from Atlanta, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'm so sorry because that was a horrible explanation. But we're parked. It's 5:58. We got here. Well, we wanted to get here like 2 hours ago, but
first of all, it's okay.
That's part of the story. Yeah, and it's okay that we didn't because when we came over here, the lady was like, "You guys are really early." So.
She was like, "Why y'all here?"
So that's good because yeah, we got floor tickets, baby. We need to be early so nobody is waiting in line for too long. We need to be in the front. Okay,
right there with Summer.
So excited! Oh my god. Anyway, we just ate Chick-fil-A. I just put another fry in my mouth. I feel like there's something else. The fucking airport shit.
Oh, Alyssa had to change in the car and do her makeup in the car because she was barely here.
Yeah, I almost missed. No, I didn't almost miss nothing. I booked my flight for the wrong day, and then I had to book the last minute flight, and I literally landed here. I know that's right. And then I literally landed here at like 4. And then we came straight here. I literally changed in the car. My suitcase is in the back seat. Y'all should have seen me in the back seat trying to fucking change.
On the freaking expressway.
On the express, going like 70 miles per hour. And I did my makeup in the car while she was pumping her gas. But anyway, we're ready. And I'm excited to see what it's gonna like look like.
But as like we're getting closer and I can like see, I'm getting excited.
Me too.
Like this morning, I was tired. So I was like, oh.
I woke up early.
I did too.
That's crazy. Because you wasn't answering me. I was like, she's asleep. It's 12 o'clock over there.
Oh, because I woke up and then I went back to sleep. I woke up at 7. Had to drive back. I had to drive a 35-minute drive back to my dorm at 7 a.m. And then I went back to sleep and woke up at 1.
Oh, that's what happened. That makes sense. I was like, are you alive at like 1?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
well, whenever you said that, I had already read your other messages, but I just didn't respond for some reason. Like I meant to. Like in my head, I was like, okay.
I'll be doing it too. I'll be like, I'll respond later. Especially if it's a TikTok. I'm like, I'll watch it later. She needs to do her intro now, so I'm gonna shut up. Yo, we made it inside! We're so excited. Look how close we are. Oh, I know I have a story time to tell y'all. Oh my god. She's gonna be right there. There's no one. Oh my god, my camera's cracked, y'all.
Oh my god, it's across the street.
So close. Look at it. It's across. Guys,
Summer's about to
oh, I'm about to get started.
Here we are, this today. With our memories that can't be erased.
Let's go. Treat me like my kids. Don't get me dirty. Love on me. I take your money. I bet you wanna come with me. Feeling free. Throw it on me. Yeah. I don't wanna be with you tonight.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Living by that time, Living by that time, y'all. Fuck that shit.
Oh,
Oh, we got time. No, the fuck we don't. We got time. It's already gone.
Summer, 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 summer.
Hurry the fuck up.
You know I'm with it. Don't get it twisted. Nothing like none of these bitches. But sometimes I get in my feelings. Sometimes I know I be tripping. Oh, love. business to the world on some ha ha. Yeah, I'ma do it on purpose. I'ma do it spitefully. Okay, so this next part is probably a little confusing, so let me just stop you right there before we continue watching. Divine felt like she had to throw up, so we had to leave the spot that we were at. So now all the footage that we got left, which I don't think is much because after she threw up, we left pretty soon after. Basically, we're not up close anymore, so all the other footage is like far away because we're like by the bar. So just letting you know. This night was traumatic. But anyway, story time at the end. First of all, okay, no, okay, let's do this. Hey guys, I passed out at the Summer Walker concert. Not at the concert, but in line for the concert. This is the perfect time to wear my summer merch. So I got my Still Over It merch. I got this at the concert, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying I had to wear it for the story time. First of all, this video, I'm pissed. I'm so freaking pissed because this was supposed to be way different. This whole experience down to the YouTube video like content was supposed to be way different. Trust me, I'm gonna get to the story time. I'm just giving y'all background. So I went to Arizona for a week to visit CJ, aka my boyfriend, aka Twin Day, like for Valentine's Day. The off season's over, so he's back in Arizona, so that's why we wasn't here. When I booked the flight, I made sure that I booked it for Thursday. Mind you, the concert was Friday, February 18th. I booked my flight to come back to Atlanta Thursday, the 17th, and land at like 11 at night or something like that. So I had like all of Friday, like I could wake up Friday morning in my crib already situated, get ready, film, have enough time to do all that. Well, Thursday morning when I was planning on leaving, I opened the Southwest app and I literally still don't know how this happened or what, I don't know how this happened, but it said that I wasn't leaving until Sunday the 20th. And I'm like, that was not the plan. That was not the plan. And it was like the same time. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I know that I wouldn't have consciously booked it for the 20th. Like, I know I didn't. I don't know what happened. I told my mom and she was like, well, you must have did it because Southwest don't change your flights without letting you know. I checked my emails, I checked my messages, I checked the app, I checked literally everything and got nothing. So I'm really starting to think my delusional ass really did it, but anyway, I tried to quickly fix my flight and book the flight for Thursday, on Thursday, and there were no flights available on Southwest. I just didn't want to go on a different airline. I don't like switching airlines. I don't know, even though Southwest has let me down many times, I still don't change my airline. Like, if I do, it's Delta, is nothing else. Delta or Southwest, but Delta be making my pockets hurt. So anyway, so I was looking for Friday and I was like, please have an early flight, like a Friday morning flight, so I could just get there like as early as possible. There was one flight available for a reasonable time, like to where I wasn't gonna miss the concert. There was one seat left. One seat left. I landed at like 4. That's what it said. I'm like, shit. Me and Divine were planning on getting to the concert very early, like around 5, so we could wait in line and be first in line because we got floor tickets and it's first come first serve, obviously. Already the plan was getting fucked up and I was pissed because I was really excited to film the get ready with me and vlog and like have a good video off of Summer. The plan, I told Divine and she was like, oh my gosh, like at least you are getting here on Friday, or at least you're getting here before the concert. Like, at least I'm not missing the concert. I'm still being optimistic. I'm like, okay, everything happens for a reason. Maybe that flight was gonna get canceled or crash or whatever. Obviously, I mean, I don't hear nothing, so, but I'm just saying, everything happens for a reason, so I was trying not to freak out too much. And I'm sorry I keep looking outside. I don't know, I just love looking outside. I have a cute view. So the new plan was, as soon as I land, we're going straight to the concert. Like, the airport, babe, airport to the concert, like no going home, no getting ready, no nothing. I literally changed in the back seat of Divine's car. I put my makeup on in the car, like I was literally getting ready in her car. So there was no get ready with me. I was not worried about filming. I was just worried about getting ready before we got there. That already kind of was like a bummer because like I said, I really wanted to film the get ready with me and get ready with Divine. Now I'm rushing and I hate rushing, especially for something like this. Fast forward, we get there at like 5:30ish. So once we were done eating, we walked to the line or whatever. There was already freaking people, but by the time we actually got to the line, it was like 6. So it makes sense. Doors opened at 7. The concert started at 8. Started at 8. It didn't even fucking start until like 10. So we get in line. There's probably, I can't even guess how many people, but like it was still like, okay, we could probably still be up front. Like it wasn't that many people, but it was still a line, you know? This is a very important factor. This is a very important detail. It was freezing. It was like 30 something. It was like 38. No cap. It was probably a little bit warmer than that because the sun wasn't all the way down. But it was definitely under like 50 degrees. And if y'all know me, y'all know I'm from Florida, okay? Babe, I'm a reptile, okay? Like I can't do cold weather. I get cold way too easily. Like I just can't do cold. It was probably like 40s. It was in the 40s. I had my jacket on, like I had a coat on. I was as warm as I could possibly get. And me and Divine were standing in line. We were just like talking, whatever. Mind you, I felt completely fine. Completely fine. I drank my water for the day. I ate right before, so there was no like, oh duh, she passed out because of that. Like no. Me and Divine had our masks on. Nobody else did, but we had our mask on in line because when you wear your mask outside in the cold, that shit helps. It actually helps like warm your face because my face and hands be the coldest thing. So I put my mask on so I could have something blocking the wind because it was windy too, so it was even worse. It was colder than what it actually was because of the wind. We were standing in the line probably for like maybe 20, probably longer. I would say we were standing in line for probably like 35-40 minutes. I looked it up and I was like, when do the doors open? And they said 7. It was like 6:45. So I remember I looked at the time and I was like, oh, we only have 15 more minutes to stand in line until the doors start opening and then we can get in there, whatever. Literally like out of nowhere, I was standing and freezing, but I was standing and I was like, oh, like I don't know what triggered it. I'm assuming it was literally the weather, but everything around me started like, if you've ever passed out, I hope that you know what I'm talking about. And for those who haven't passed out, I'm probably gonna explain it horribly, but I don't know how to explain it. Like if you know, you know. I started seeing like dots everywhere. Like I saw what I was looking at, but it was dotted. I was like starting to feel like I could tell I was gonna pass out. I actually didn't think I was gonna pass out for real because I get kind of like that a lot, which is not good, but I feel like that a lot. I'm so sorry, y'all. Not a lot, but I felt it before, so I was just like, okay. Mind you, I'm in line to see Summer Walker. So when I started feeling like, oh shit, I was like, no, I have to lock it in. I cannot miss Summer because my body decides that we gonna just drop. No. So I looked at Divine and it was quiet in line. Like nobody was talking. Like there were talks, but like little, everybody was talking, you know, it was like quiet. So I looked at Divine and I was like, bro, she was like, what? Like I guess I turned very pale, even more pale than I already am right now. My face lost all of its color. Not much color, but you know what I'm saying. And Divine was like, are you good? Like whatever. And I'm like, no, but I'm trying to lock it in because I can't miss Summer. Like I was basically like, no, I don't feel good, but I'm just trying to stand up. I was just stand up. Like I was trying to stand up. Like I tried, I really did. So right when I mentioned that I felt kind of weird to Divine, that's when I started hearing like everything was muffled. Like everything was like it didn't sound normal, like at all. So I was like, and she was like, are you okay? Like I'm like, I'm just trying to lock it in. Like she's like, okay, like lean on me if you have to, because I was wearing long ass like heeled boots, so that wasn't helping either. But she was like, just lean on me. I said, everything's blurry, and there were 2 guys in front of us. One of the guys looked back at me and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, bitch. I could barely hear him say, are you okay? No, you're not okay. Like, but I didn't want to bother nobody. I was just like, yeah, like I'm good. That was like the last thing I remember was him asking me if I was okay and then Divine being like, okay, lean on me. So this part of the story is like what Divine told me. Obviously I was knocked the fuck out, so I don't remember this, but this is what she told me. I was leaning against her, and then I was already kind of leaning on her because I literally could barely stand. So she was trying to lean with me, like to catch both of our balances, and she said, I stopped and you kept leaning. I kept leaning, and she was like, when I looked at you, you was already out like before you fell. So I was on the floor, I fell. I don't even know how I fell. I don't know. Divine said that one of the girls like around us was like, straighten out her leg, straighten out her leg. And then somebody else had my head. I don't know, but when you're passed out, you're not passed out for that long. So I like started to gain consciousness again, and all I remember, like the POV, was literally my big ass red boots and then the sidewalk. It was just the floor. I was looking at the floor. Like I was on the floor like this, like everybody had my arms, and I was like, what the hell? I woke up and I was like, damn, like in my head I knew what just happened, but I didn't know how I got there. But I was just like, oh my god, I just passed out. Like that actually just happened. The first thing that kind of woke me up was Divine ripping my mask off. She was like, take her mask off, like she can't breathe. Divine like ripped my mask off or whatever, and that's what kind of like woke me up for real. There was like 8 people looking at me from the like they were just staring at me and looking like, are you okay? I just passed out in front of, mind you, by then the line was already long behind us, so all these people see me pass out. I sat up and I was like, no, I'm at the summer concert, I can't go home, I can't go to the hospital, no paramedics better take me in, no shit, no, I'm staying here. So I had to quickly be like, I'm fine, which I did feel fine as soon as I woke up. Like I did not feel like off at all. I felt perfectly fine. So I sat up and I tried to stand up immediately. They were like, no, sit down, like stay on the floor. Paramedics and like the people that were working the line started coming over to me, and they're like, is she okay, whatever. I was like trying to get my shit together. First of all, like I'm on the floor, and I was like, no, I'm fine, like I feel fine. I really think it was just like how cold it was. Like I'm like, it's really cold out here, and I really think that's why I passed out, like because I'm fine. Like I told them everything. I was like, I ate, like I had water, there's nothing wrong with me. I really think it's too cold out here. The guy that like helped, I don't really know. I know he like helped because when he asked, are you okay? And then I passed out, I know he was like, okay, she's not okay. He was like pointing out the heater, like that was like a couple people ahead of us. He was like, look, there's a heater over there, whatever, like talking to me and the people that were working the line or whatever. And they were like, okay, like come with me. I'm thinking they better not take me nowhere unless it's like to the heater. Like they better not take me out this line. Mind you, like once I stood up, everybody helped me stand up, and it was like a circle of probably like 4 or 5 people, and we were like kind of all, it looked like we were all together. And he was like, well, I can only bring one of you, and they were like, oh, she's with her, like, and I was like, oh, I'm only with Divine, like, okay. So we walked up to like where the heater was, and I was like, oh, like the heater's right here. And then he was like, no, you're coming to the front. And I was like, and me and Divine looked at each other like, we went to the front. He was like, no, it's too cold, like you're going to the front so you could get in as soon as possible, because he didn't want me passing out again. So I'm like, period, I passed out. We got to skip the line because I passed out, period. Like what? So they literally walked us all the way up. Oh, I forgot one very crucial piece of information. When I was standing up, the guy that I keep referring to, he tapped my shoulder and he was like, is this yours? And he gave me my camera, because my camera was on my wrist, and I fell and cracked my camera. It's cracked. I'm looking at a crack across the stream right now. It could have been worse. It's really not that bad, but I'm definitely getting a new one because that shit is hard to look at. But it's like cracked in every corner. I didn't hit my head. Divine said she thought I was gonna have a seizure because of like the noise I made before I fell. She was like, you sounded like you were literally about to start seizing. She was like, this is what she said I sounded like, and then I fell. So she thought I was gonna have a seizure. Divine was so scared. Even when I woke up, she was still like scared, like I could tell. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like I started saying I'm sorry, which I have a really bad habit of doing that. But I was like, I'm sorry, and they were like, no. Like everybody around me was like, no, you're good, whatever. Anyway, I'm jumping all over the story now, but they took us all the way to the front, and it was like 6:50 something, but it wasn't 7 yet, and they wasn't gonna open the doors for just me. So they were like, just stand over here. Like we were literally in the front by security. Like, you know how before you go in the concert there's like security things? We were like right there. Like we saw the door, and he was like, okay, just stay here, and then the lady in the black jacket will take y'all, whatever. And I was like, okay. So me and Divine was like, that really just happened? Like we really just skipped the whole line. We went through the security, whatever. We got inside, and there was like 5 people on the floor. So we were like, oh my God, like we're so close, whatever, but we had to pee. So we went to the bathroom and then we came back and it was like 5 rows. But we were still really close. So we were very close to the stage. We were around so many people. There were so many people. Squished like fucking sardines in a can. Like we were literally all in there. The whole building was full of people. So while Summer came out, it was probably like her 2nd or 3rd song. And Divine looked at me and she was like, bro, my stomach hurts. And I was like, I wonder what it is, whatever. She was like, no, at first she was saying, I need water, and I was like, me too, like, but I didn't know she meant I need water. I was like, yeah, water would be nice right now because I'm hot and I would love some water right now, but I'm not getting out this spot because we really close to Summer. Summer, water. Summer. She said it again like a couple minutes later. I was like, I need water. She's like, my stomach hurts, like, and I was like, are you good? Like, she's like, yeah, like she knew that if she didn't say she was good, I would make us get out of the spot we were at to make sure she was good and like get her water, whatever. We both didn't want to leave. We both wanted to stay because we knew if we left, we wasn't getting back in the front. Literally not in Atlanta, child. We barely could get out without people complaining. We met a supporter. It was actually her birthday. She DM'd me afterwards and she was like, that was a birthday gift. I was like, but we met a supporter and she was like, Divine? Because Divine was in front, and then she saw me and she was like, Alyssa. We were like, hey, and we hugged her, whatever. We kept walking through, and there was this old freaking, well, I don't know how old she was definitely somebody's auntie. She was like yelling at us because we was trying to get out of her way, basically. Like, she was like, no, go that way, like you're not going past me, basically, like go that way. Girl, you see we're trying to get out. Why wouldn't you just move so we can get out of your way? You're acting like we want to stand in front of you. Like, no. So she was like, go that way. So we turned and was like, fuck you. And we tried to go out, and then some girl, she was like, are you trying to come out this way? I was like, yeah. She was like, you can't. And she pointed and there was a fence. So I'm like, I literally have to pass you, old lady. Like, I have to. She's not old. I don't know why I say that, but she just, you know when like older people are just like, you're old automatically in my head, like you're just old and cranky, you know? So she was like doing this, mind you, she had a mask on, and Summer singing. You think I can hear you? I can't. Which she's lucky I couldn't hear her because she seemed like she was saying some shit to me and Divine. We like tried to go out and then we were like, we literally can't go out that way, like can we get past you? And she's like, bitch, I can't hear you. What are you saying? But she was giving hella attitude. Like, obviously I could read attitude through a mask. She was like, whatever the fuck she's saying. And I was like, I can't hear you, but okay. She got mad that I laughed at her. Like, girl, I can't. So then we finally get out of the big ass mosh pit. Like, there was so many people. Like, even past the stage, which I don't know why I didn't assume that that was gonna happen. But we was like, excuse me, like, hella people. Once we get to like the bar, we bought water, and the water was $6 for Dasani. But I knew where I was, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. They all upcharge on water and everything over here. We bought the water, whatever. She started drinking it. She was like, bro, my stomach hurts. And I'm like, what do you mean stomach? Like, what type of stomach ache? Like, what are we working with? Like, you got shit? The Chick-fil-A you up? Like, you not, like, what type of stomach ache are we working with? And she was like, I think we need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. She's like, I think I need to throw up. And I'm like, huh? What? She was like, no, we have to go. And then we started like speed walking to the bathroom. And then when we got in there, she threw up in the toilet. Child, we barely survived this concert. So once she threw up, like, she felt better, obviously. Like, once you throw up, you usually do. Mind you, we were not drinking under the influence at all. Like, a little bit later, she was like, oh, I just started my period, and you could throw up from your period. Like, some people, my best friend specifically throws up when she's on her period. Like, not every time, but it's a normal thing, and I know that. So I was like, it's your period, and she was like, yeah, I know, but that's still annoying. Why are we at the summer concert and you want to throw up now? That was the same question I had when my body wanted to drop. Like, my body temperature dropped, and then my body dropped. But anyway, that was eventful, to say the least. Definitely one for the books. I love Summer, and I'm so glad that I got to see her in person, but I think my expectations were a little too high. Let's just say that. It was still really fun, and I'm so glad that I even got to be in the same room as her, so I'm happy. It was so cute, like, seeing her. I don't know, she's so fucking pretty. I really wanted this to be a cute little vlog, like a get ready with me, but it just didn't go that way. But it's okay, this is just one video, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Bye.
I know it's been too long, I've been on the road too much, had to get back to